Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Jaguar News. I'm Tierney Hightower.
And I'm Christopher Reyes. The Constitution guarantees everyone certain rights as citizens of the United States, the most commonly known being your First Amendment rights. Jaguar News reporter Jose Contreras brings you more on the roles they play here on campus.
First Amendment rights include freedom of speech, religion, the press, and to assemble, all collectively known as your freedom of expression. However, when you walk through the school gates each morning, your rights instantly become limited. Limitations to your rights also include freedom of speech. You can't always say whatever you want, especially if it disrupts or it puts people in harm's way. A great example is yelling fire in a crowded space. School administration also has the right to regulate dress code if they feel a student's clothing is a distraction to the learning environment. One of the reasons is your right to an education.
Yes, you have the freedom of expression, but you can't exercise that right to a point where it denies other people their right to an education. So if it's a distraction, if it's a disruption, then you can't do it, and that's the way we try and balance those things.
Mr. Burkhart believes it's important to inform yourself of the rights you have and to protect them.
You should ask questions like the ones you're asking. Do I have these rights? If they're limited, why are they limited? To understand that.
Your expressions, whether it's in the way you dress, what you say, or what you believe in, are all protected under the Constitution. For Jaguar News, I'm Jose Contreras.
Now we toss it to social media with Christian Guzman concerning the First Amendment rights.
Because of this amendment, we students have rights in school. I'm social media reporter Christian Guzman, and you're watching Social Jags. The First Amendment allows students to freedoms in schools while not disrupting the educational environment. If you want to demonstrate your pride for the First Amendment, Picture Freedom is hosting a contest and giving 25 lucky students a $1,000 scholarship just by uploading a photo expressing the First Amendment. The picture must be uploaded on Sunday, February 22nd through Saturday, February 28th by 11:59 p.m. You can upload the picture on Facebook, Instagram, and or Twitter and must contain the hashtag Picture Freedom. Also, make sure to tag us at Jaguar Podcast. We would love to see your amazing creations. Make sure to be as creative as possible, just like this picture, people holding hands. This is all for this week. Now back to you guys.
We have new staff here on campus, and we would like to give a warm welcome to our two new security guards, Chris May and Miguel Rivas, and also our new tech person, Sherry Gaines. We will welcome more new staff on the next show.
This is the final week to attend Math Ames tutoring at lunch. During first and second lunch, math tutoring is available in the library. Tutoring takes place Monday through Thursday if you are a senior needing to pass the Ames test. You are eligible to receive a $10 Visa gift card courtesy of Expect Success Tutoring if you attend each session this week.
As a reminder to seniors and graduating juniors, the AccuPlacer test is required as part of the community college admissions process, and here's your chance to take it. The test will be given out on March 10th in the library here at South. It will assess your math, reading, and writing skills replacement in your initial classes. To take the test, you must sign up in the counseling office. Space is limited, so hurry and sign up. After the break, we bring you a Coach Spotlight,
along with a story about a visit from Mary Beth Tinker.
It's the future.
I am Mrs. Jankowski. I'm wearing a Grand Canyon University shirt because I graduated there in 2009 with a master's in curriculum design and technology instruction.
My name is Mr. Kano, and I wear an ASU shirt because I graduated in 2005. Go Devils.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Hopper.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Bostick.
And I'm wearing a Pepperdine University t-shirt.
I'm wearing a UCLA t-shirt. Last week, Ms. Hopper and I and a couple other chaperones took about 40 students to visit these two schools in the Los Angeles area. We got to visit
Pepperdine University
and UCLA. We had a great time and hope our students learned a lot.
Welcome back. Mary Beth Tinker, known for her role in the Tinker vs. Des Moines Supreme Court case, was recently here at South Mountain. Jaguar News reporter Amanda Salome tells us why she was here.
Mary Beth Tinker is an American free speech activist that took part in the 1969 Tinker vs. Des Moines case. Tinker was an 8th grader who wore a black armband to school in protest of the United States' involvement in the Vietnam War.
I think that kids should have their rights. Kids should have a say in the decisions that affect their lives. And when they don't, the whole society gets cheated.
The case ruled that Warren Harding Middle School could not punish her for wearing the black armband due to her freedom of speech rights. Ms. Tinker talked to South's law students, and she feels her case could set a good example for students.
It's important for kids to have examples of other people in history that have stood up for their rights and stood up as children.
Students seemed to connect with Tinker as they started to participate in answering questions and speaking out. Students seemed to connect with Tinker as they started to participate in answering questions and speaking out. Some of them even received First Amendment shirts. Tinker also feels that students can relate to her experiences through her point of view. At the end of her speech, she handed out armbands to everyone with her signature. Check out the Tinker Tour website for more information. For Jaguar News, I'm Amanda Salome.
4 of the law students here at South will be going to Washington, D.C. to compete in a mock trial. Jaguar News reporter Julie Gunther brings you more on the story.
The South Law Magnet is the only law magnet in Phoenix Union High School District. Every year, the students from the magnet compete in law-related competitions. In November, the law students competed in moot court, and 4 of them were selected as winners. These students are going to Washington, D.C. to compete in a national moot court competition.
To compete with schools, other high school students that are coached by other college law students.
What happens is students argue a case like they would in front of the Supreme Court.
Being a part of the magnet program influenced the students in a positive way.
You know, Mr. Smith, he's a really wise person, and I felt that I've learned a lot from the law magnet.
The things I learn right now, I'm like, oh, well, it's just going to go into everyday life. It's not going to be really anything that's special that I don't realize it hit me. But I know all the things I learned here will have affected me, and they already have started to affect me because I know I'm already going to college.
These students are excited to see the nation's capital, and flying outside of the state of Arizona will be a new experience for some of them.
I'm excited, especially since I don't really know life out of Phoenix.
I feel nervous for flying there as well because I've never flew before and it's just scary. I've heard that it's extremely beautiful.
Students are grateful for the opportunity and for everything they have learned in the law magnet.
Neat thing about it is the competition itself is different than anything else we do because it's a single individual standing up and making their arguments.
Being in this magnet and just with the lessons and just the teachings of Mr. Smith, he helped me set my path straight. I knew what I wanted to be.
I thank my coach for being so supportive, and the way that he makes us push ourselves is incredible, and I just want to thank him for that.
Thank you, Mr. Smith!
The 4 of them will be going to Washington, D.C. March 26th. Reporting for Jaguar News, I'm Julie Gunther.
Sephora Caldera is South Mountain's winner of the Poetry Out Loud competition. She will be competing in the Central Region Finals at ASU on Saturday, February 28th. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Christian Guzman for winning the CBS 5 Kids with Character Award.
Tuesday night, the girls basketball team played sectionals against Thunderbird High School. Nigeria Pack scored 18 points and Crescentia Sampson scored 15 points. Unfortunately, the girls lost 47-52, but it has been confirmed that they are to play in the playoffs. Attention students of the 2016 junior class. Johnston's will be making a visit on February 19th. It will be an assembly that will be held at 9 a.m. Make sure to see your teachers for more information.
The senior trip is coming quickly, and many members still have not finished paying the trip. All money is due March 1st. If you still have chocolate sales money, please turn it in as soon as possible to receive your final balance for the trip. If you turned in all your chocolate sales money, be sure to make payment towards your remaining balance. Don't wait until the last minute to pay off the trip. Turn in all receipts, deposit to Mrs. Hopper. That's it for this week's edition of Jaguar News.
Next week, we bring you a story on students getting their pilot's licenses. We'll see you next week with a new edition of Jaguar News.